Hello crafters and welcome to season 3 of P2PCrafts Presents, brought to you by From Picture to Page and Beyond Papercraft shows. Now I'm your host, Michelle Brown, Creative Director at From Picture to Page, which is our scrapbooking, mixed media art and papercrafts community. Now P2PCrafts presents a whole heap of demonstrations and interviews with our talented retailers, and we're so looking forward to chatting with one today. Now for all the details of season 3, as well as catching up on the videos in season 1 and season 2, head over to our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au. We can get all the information, catch up on who's on and who's coming up, because we've got some very special guests in the next week or two, and also you can find all the links into our retailers' website, so you don't have to fuss. You can go there and continue to support our local retailers, which we do really appreciate. Now while you're there, make sure you're on our email list, and at the end of each week we'll send you a summary of who's on, as well as letting you know who's going to be coming up. Now, whether you're watching here live on Facebook or you're watching a replay on Facebook, YouTube, or on our website, we would love to know that you're here. So pop in the comments like Wendy and Mary and Marita have. Say hi. If you've got any questions for myself and for Jen, we will certainly endeavour to answer them during the session, or of course follow up afterwards as well. Now today, P2PCrafts presents Hillbilly Scrapping with Jen. Hello, Jen.
Hi, how you going?
We are great. How's things at Hillbilly Scrapping?
Very busy, but all good.
So why are you so busy at the moment?
We are so busy because we've got a big retreat coming up in not this weekend, the following weekend. So we've got 80 participants in there. Can squeeze a couple more in, so someone can jump onto our website to get the details. But yeah, we've got a really huge retreat coming up with some guest artists like Michelle Grant, Tanya Brown, Neve Faye, who's been on, and we've got Lucy Campaneri, myself and Mel from a Scrapbooking and Craft, Mel. So we've got lots going on there. So very, very busy. I'm trying not to say so, because in all my videos, and I think I've said it about 10 times already.
Oh, that's okay. And it is really interesting. So your retreat is a little bit different than you would usually have them this year.
Very much different. This is our second one, Michelle. So go again. It is a very very different. We would normally be running them down at the Rich River Golf Club at Moama.
Right, okay.
At 60 participants there. We just pack up the shop, take the shop, and have a great weekend there. But of course we are unable to cross the borders. And
I know, and it must be so hard, like you said, for people in Echuca and Swan Hill, who it's part of your life to be on either side of the river every day.
Exactly. I mean, one of my work colleagues that, Linny, lives on the border, on the other side, and she is unable to actually even go to her work, let alone come in and see me at Hillbillies. And, it makes it very difficult. It's just, she's just out of that 50-kilometre range. It's just really horrible.
Yeah, but at least we've got crafting to keep us busy in the meantime.
We have, and at least we've got social media. We can stay in touch and do anything we want to do.
Yes, exactly. It is taking a bit of juggling to get it online, but I think we're doing a pretty good job.
Do it well. I think it's been great, and everyone's been fabulous on jumping on, and I think so many people have learnt new things.
Yeah, definitely. And so what new things are we going to learn today, Jen?
Today's not actually about learning new things. It's about looking at our kits, because part of my business is making kits, and I love making kits. So today that I would show you some of the kits that we have available to sell on our website. And I thought showing you today, they actually, on the pictures, they don't, when you see them in a photo, when they're photographed, and I'm not the best photographer, they don't come up as nice, but when you actually see them, a bit more real as we can on through the video, I think they become more appealing and they're more live, lifelike.
Yeah, exactly.
So I thought it would be great that I could show you some of our kits that are for sale, and I do have a special.
Ooh, excellent. Well, we'll hold on to that for later. So when you put the kits together, sort of, where are you getting the ideas from?
Well, I guess some of it jumps out to me from the paper. So some of it I just know that I'm going. But I think, like everything, we get our ideas from other artists, things that they've done, things you might have seen in someone painting something. I do jump on Pinterest and have a look at what ideas are out there. I look at all the artists, different artists, and I think that we gather our own, your own perspective of the paper that you use and your own technique and style. And I have a few different styles. I try and be different, and I'm trying actually do a bit more mixed media, which I haven't actually quite got there yet, but I'm working on it.
Oh, good! I'm so pleased to hear that. Excellent.
Yeah, so because I think mixed media, there's a lot to do with mixed media and scrapbooking.
Exactly.
So I'm heading there as well, but I do love the traditional scrapbooking. Very much in reminding people that it is our story to leave behind to our kids and our grandkids.
Yeah.
On the back of all my pages are stories to my grandchildren.
Oh, how lovely.
Because I know I don't have my grandparents, so I want my grandkids to know me.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
And they certainly are going to know me in the amount of pages that I produce a year.
And so do you sort of have an album for each grandchild, and has it like petered off with the younger ones, or how have you been balancing them up?
Albums each, I have got albums. Yeah, they're not all got photos in them yet because because of the business, I don't actually get to do. We were just talking about this today. I don't do many one-offs for myself. They're always hits and that. But I usually have the kids in mind or family members in mind when I do it. This first one is for my little grandson for Easter.
Oh, lovely.
And then I'm going to show you. So, they do have, I do do them. I don't put photos in many of them. Now and again I do, but because they're online and I take them to the shows and that, I'm sort of not really comfortable in having the kids. I just have to, I did put that on mute. I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah, that's fine. Just leave it there. Yep, that's fine. We can hear you.
That's good. I don't like having their photos and I sort of feel like I usually have my photos later once I've finished with the kids.
Yeah. And are the grandkids old enough to come along and craft with you?
My grandson, one of them, he came and scrapped with me when he was 4 at Bendigo. He came and actually sat and they've all scrapped with me here. They've all done things with me here, and they've all had a go at scrapbooking. None of them have, not had a go.
Oh, good.
Some very arty. Some, so no, they're all very creative in their own way, but they will always remember Gran and her scrapbooking business.
Yep. Yeah, there'll be no doubt about that, that's for sure.
Amazed, so they'll watch this, they'll watch what's going on in their own time. They'll see everything, but they do see everything I do. They go, oh, Gran and it.
Oh, that's funny, isn't it? Excellent. Well, we'll give you a minute to get your camera ready and we'll have a look at some of your lovely kits.
Okay, all right then.
Excellent. Now, while Jen's getting herself ready, hi, Bronnie, hi, Beverly, hi, Wendy, hi, Diana and Margaret. Who else have we got? Faye, Mary, Martina, Cecilia. Welcome all so much. It's really good to have you here. And, of course, like I said, it's really good that we can continue to support our crafting community and our craft and local retailers by helping them out through sharing what we love and, of course, helping you connect with them as well. So it looks like Jen is ready, so I'll hand back over to Jen. Jen, take it away.
Hey, thank you. All right, so this is, it's very hard for me to see, so I'm going to be guided by you, Michelle.
Yep, no, that's fine.
Yeah. Beauty and Bloom is by Minte. So this is one of the ones that I had my little grandson in mind for Easter. So I'm just going to bring that up. Lots of fussy cutting in these kits.
Oh, it is. So it's beautiful. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, lots of fussy cutting. But you can see I've added some elements of a little bit of mixed media in using the crackle paint in there behind. So you'll just get a little bit of that. So this is where I would put a photo, and I would also put a photo in here. So, yeah. So I've used the crackle paint down the sides. So this is a 2-page kit. So I'll just, I'm just going to, I didn't organise myself very well. I'll have kits flying everywhere. Okay, so here we go. This is the other page. to this one. So just tell me if you want me to bring it up more.
Yeah, probably down a little bit actually. We can't quite see the whole page. Yep, that's it. Now we can see the whole page. So,
if you want to have a more detailed look, you
can.
Yeah. So again, a lot of fussy cutting, but I'd put my photo in here and I'd have a little smaller photo here. This is all fussy cut.
Wow.
But,
and so have you
I guess it's a little bit of paper towel. Not all my kits are like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just going through. You'll see lots of different ways. So this is another Minte one. Happy Place. So this is another 3-page kit. So these you'll find on our website. So lots of, just make sure I've got that in.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. So this one all belongs together. So again, a bit of fussy cutting. Not a lot. It looks like there's a lot, but there isn't. So that's the Minte range, the last 2 Minte ranges I do. I'm just about to start a new one.
Oh, lovely. So I think that's the great thing about seeing these as well. Sometimes we see something and it looks so complex, but when you understand how it's put together, then it helps.
Exactly. So this one here is our Stamperia. Now, this one was, I've just got the notes down here. I think this was from the Grand Hotel collection. Now, I'm going to pull out a kit and show you what's in this kit.
Oh, excellent.
I'll show you the page first. Again, all these kits that I'm showing you and more are all on the website. Now this one is not a lot of fussy cutting. It's borders, and you'll see when I show you in the kit. But it's not much of fussy cutting. It's all straight cutting.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
And a little bit of distressing. So not everything has. So just popping that to one side. Now, in a kit for that, for instance, I'll just show you what you would get. So you would get your instructions. So we have coloured instructions.
Oh, excellent. That always helps.
Yes, it does. So you'll get all your pages that you require. Now, I usually usually have extra and be able to make up an extra page out of your scraps.
Oh, that's good to know.
So you don't. Sometimes I very rarely cut pieces unless I absolutely have to. Like I have to cut there, obviously, because I've used it in another. Because I've done a blue kit and I've obviously used the black. So also in this kit you would get. So people can understand what goes in a kit. You would get all the chipboard pieces that you require.
Oh, excellent.
Now, I hope I'm allowed to say this, but all my scrapbooking comes from Mel from Scrapbooking and Crafts.
Of course you can say
I work together, as you know, Michelle, at all the craft shows that we do together. So all the chipboard comes from Mel. Mel does have a website, everybody. And so you'll get all your little pieces, any pieces that you need to be cut out. Are you seeing that okay up there?
Yes, yep. Yeah, you can just push it a little bit further up.
Yep, so all your pieces are in there. So gauze, if you need gauze, I put the gauze in. Yep. And all your flowers. So anything that you would need to make that. The only thing that's not in there is the paint and your glues, your tape. But everything else would be in there. So I'm just going to pop that aside.
Yeah. And Jen, what type of glue would you normally use?
Well, I have double-sided tape I use all the time, and I use silicone, clear silicone.
Oh, okay.
And I also use 450, or I use the aqua glue, which is, I mean, not many people... people would like the blue. There's the blue aqua glue, and there's the 450 that I use.
Okay.
I also used scrap chipboard to layer up. I use as much scrap as I can. So I do use foam tape, but I find using your scrap chipboard, or scraps of cardboard to mount.
Okay. Yep.
Rather than we need to save our money where we can.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a believer in saving. Just sort of that over
No,
there.
definitely. If you've got some double-sided tape, you can just use some chipboard or cardboard to give you that.
Exactly.
Dimension.
To mount things on to get that little bit of height, and you get that 3D look. It just makes your pages come alive a little bit rather than being so flat.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I'm not a very flat person. I like everything to have a bit of depth to them. So this is a 3/4 pack. It's now the pack is called.
3/4 being the brand rather than the size.
Beg your pardon?
3/4 being the brand of paper rather than the size.
Yes, that's exactly right. So now 3/4 is an interesting kit. I should have grabbed one for you. They come with their own little bits of chipboard. They also come with pictures of what you can do with theirs and why they're 3/4. They're a New Zealand company. And all you need to do, they come in packs. All you need to do is add your own embellishments and things to them. So that's why, hence the name 3/4. So they're 3/4 there, and you can use. They're designed to use your own stash, out of your own stash. So, but I use them a lot for kits, and I add a lot of my own take on theirs. It might be stamping, it might be more chipboard. And different types of mixed media that I use. I use a lot of waxes, metallic waxes on mine, the Finnabar waxes. Lots of those different. I use a lot of Viva in colouring and things. So I change the looks. So this kit here is where I have used the waxes. Now down here you'll notice I've used the waxes here. But I've also used it on changing my flowers and what they look like and leaves. So these were the bright green Hessian leaves. Well, I didn't like them. So I decided to change the colours. And you can do that using your own waxes and your own. So that was another kit that I'd done there.
Yeah, that's a really good point. If there's something that you don't like, then change it. Add some paint, add some ink.
And that's where it's great with lots of all the mixed media things that we have now. You can change things and you can add so much more to your pages and give them depth. And I've also used that. I think I've demoed it in one of yours. One of my first ones is how I change all my flowers.
Yes.
When I don't like them, I'll change them. Now, another one of our kits, I love working with Graphic 45. So I thought I'd grab down a Graphic 45 page for you, kit to show you. So this was their farmhouse collection. So again, I've raised all these, I've got to remember what I've done here, whether I've got pullouts, because some of mine have pullouts, some I haven't. Yeah, so I have to remember what I've done. But these are, now with this kit, you would get all the collectibles, everything that you need to make these kits. Some of my kits will have...
Oh, fantastic.
Some of my kits will have pullouts. So I like doing, I don't know if you can see all that. But,
yes, yeah.
Pullouts and flip-ups.
Oh, fantastic.
So they all differ. Yeah, they all differ from lots of different things. Now, one of our Hillbillies has taken on, we've got, busy, and also not just that, I needed someone with a different take. I think there's so many different styles out there that I've actually got a new designer.
Oh, how exciting.
So Kirsten. So Kirsten designed this next kit using cocoa vanilla. And so you can see a different take on this. So we've got our new designer.
And isn't it always fascinating, even if two crafters started with the same materials, just what a different result we'd end up with?
Well, exactly. You would get something totally different. But I think it's time that we introduced a new designer to our team. So we have. So this is Kirsten. So this is one of her kits, Spunky. So, again, it's out of the cocoa vanilla. They've been very popular. We're nearly sold out of there were two others in this cocoa vanilla range that she did, and we've nearly sold out. She's done a very good job there. So that is the cocoa vanilla out of the legendary line collection, that was.
Yeah, it's nice muted colours.
Yes, beautiful boyish colours too. Now, this is another Graphic 45 one I pulled down. I wasn't sure how much time we were going.
No, we're going fine, Jen.
Yeah. So this one, it's how Graphic 45 have brought out their collectibles. You know that they've brought out. Can you see that, Michelle?
Yes. Is that Holly Hobby?
Yeah, so this is, they've brought out collectibles, which are really cute. I like using them. There's some of their stickers as well that I've mounted up. But I love some of their collectibles that they use. There might be another one here. There's another one that I've used out of the scraps. All right, but we've used some of the collectibles. This is the one I wanted to show you. This is the one that's got more collectibles in it too, as well as, and this has got border raised. So borders are raised up.
Oh, and what a lovely way to use up all those bits and pieces.
Yep. So this is where under these finer ones is where I would use silicone. So rather than using foam tape or chipboard, I use clear silicone.
Right.
You can't see it. It's very easy to work with, and it gives you that 3D. And I mean, these go in pages really well, and that's the beauty with silicone too. It doesn't squash down. You can put it in your pages.
Oh,
but
okay.
I actually have a little gallery outside where I can put my photos into their frames, and yeah, they look gorgeous up. So when you have them a little bit 3D, they do look nice in a frame, and then once I've had enough of looking at those photos, I can stick a new lot up.
Change them around. It's a great idea.
Change them around, which is, I think, people with our pages, I think we should display them more. I've got lots of girls that display their pages up in frames, and then they just change them around. I think that's a great way of using some of the, getting more out of your pages rather than just sticking them straight into an album.
Yeah, and then just being able to share them with your family, just as well as the photos, but also to highlight your work as well.
Exactly. But yeah, it's nice. Now, what I've got next for you is I'm going to show you. This is a card kit that we've got in the upcoming retreat. Now, this was part of one of the inclusive kits. So this was using the Princess from Stamperia. They're 8x8.
Right.
So, again, this has got lots of detailed work. I've split the doors and opened them up and made them look like the ladies going inside there. And
oh, there's so much detail.
Lots of fun things. Again, use lots of silicone and that. So this kit comes with everything that you can make all these gorgeous little cards with. So we actually sold out of this kit. So, but I just thought online when you go into, they'll be doing lots of these. They do come up on our website. I'm just trying.
That's it. There we go.
If I can get more of this, I will be putting them up. But it's just seeing if I can get more of it.
Yeah. And so when you start putting those together, do you really have a plan of what it's going to look like? Like slitting the door and having the lady going behind it is just so lovely.
Well, it starts when you start playing with it. Once you start playing, and the first card will always be a bit iffy. Like this one was my first card, and I really wasn't really keen, but it grew. As I got into it, it started to grow, and then I started with you see this one, I didn't split the door, I just cut out the panels.
Oh, okay.
By the time I got to the next one, I'm going to split the door.
You just do, and it reminds me of those old-fashioned paper dolls to some extent too.
It does, but they're just something that I like to, do, using little embellishments, cutting out a flower, using some dimensional magic and making our own little...
Yep.
And a lot of times too, when I'm designing things, I like them to go back and use techniques or things that they'll have in their stash that they will have forgotten to have. So I think that's really important too. So that was that. So now I'll just show you. Have I got enough time?
Yes, you've got plenty of time, Jen.
Well,
as Wendy points out, we have nowhere to go, but that's fine.
All right, so this is a card kit that I'm about to release. It ended up a little bit more expensive than what I wanted it to be, but that's because I got carried away with the chipboard. And you forget. But I love these papers. These are from 13 Arts, but they're Aussie papers. And 13 Arts is in Poland. So, but she came out to Australia and loved and designed these papers, and I just love them. So they come in a little pad. But I've made these gorgeous little, well, I think they're gorgeous. I don't know.
We think they're gorgeous too,
I
Jen.
think they're gorgeous, but now these chipboards are Mel's chipboards, all right? But these are gorgeous cards. So I'm releasing these cards, and I just think they're very Australian, very cute. So that one's Hello Down Under from Down Under. But I just love, so I just made these gorgeous little cards. So they're just very simple. But as I said, a little bit more expensive than what I thought because of all the chipboard. Mel was loving it. She was rubbing her hands together, Michelle.
Well, and I know that Mel is watching us here today, so she can see all of her beautiful designs that you've put together.
So is Mel on, is she?
Yes, she's there.
Oh, very good. She'll be very thankful then. I'm glad she's watching. But she does a beautiful job with her chipboard.
Oh, she definitely does.
That's another card kit that's about to be released. Just a little one that I did. Now I'll just put one. I don't like having my dirty mat there, so I'm just going to put that there. But that is all I have to show you. I've got plenty more on the wall, but they're all on our website, Michelle. And as I said, we do have. Am I right to keep going?
Well, no, let's pause and let's get you back up so we can see you, and then we can have a chat.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, and yes, and we have got Mel from Scrapbooking and Crafts here watching us today, and like I said, she designs and cuts all her own chipboard, and she does a great job hanging out with Jen at Hillbilly Scrapping as well. And we had both of them at P2PCrafts at Bendigo when we had our very last show in March, so that was a bit of a past memory now, wasn't it, Jen? We just got to see everyone in Bendigo before we finished up.
I was a bit frightened we weren't going to get it. I remember ringing you on the way down saying, are we still on?
Yeah, it was terrible, challenging times. So, sorry, you were saying you had a special for us today.
We have a special. So if you're going onto our website and you like any of the kits that you've seen, bar that card one that I showed you with the princess, and the one, I haven't actually put the little card one up yet, but I just wanted to show you that if you go into our website and there's any kits that you like that are up there and buy any, you can, if you put this code in, which is Page Kit, so that's PAGEKIT in capitals, you put that into the coupon, you'll get 20% of your kits today. So that's only for one day only.
For today,
so
okay.
Yes, they had to watch Picture to Page to actually get the code.
Excellent. So for those that have watched this on Thursday, the 3rd of September, if you pop Page Kit, PAGEKIT, into your checkout, all in capitals, that will get you 20% off any of those just beautiful, beautiful kits. So, and like Jen said, you get the instructions, but then you get a whole heap of other bits too.
And anything that's on in that on our website at the moment, that's applies to more. I haven't shown them all. There's lots up there.
Yeah, excellent. Now, you said this retreat you've got coming up is already booked out and full, but what about the following one? When's your next retreat?
Our next retreat is coming up in the end of November, early December. Now, that one is, we hold that one in Swan Hill at the at a hall up here. It has its own accommodation and we do meals and things. So we're hoping that that's going to go ahead. But we'll also probably have a virtual element to that one as well, because our virtuals have gone really, really well. So we're thinking that we'll do part virtual too, which will be really, which will be great as well.
Excellent. So where's the best place?
All going well. So it's a bit hard to know what will be happening. But we'll have lots of fun things happening there as well.
And like I said, even if it's virtual, you have been posting out the kits ahead of time as well. So
our kits went out. I just wanted to go back to the one that's coming up. Our kits went out, and we're hoping, so they had 2 weeks to get there. So they're in transit now, so we're all keeping our fingers crossed. So they all went out on Monday, and a few went Tuesday. We have got space to have extras in. It's just that they won't have their kit probably before. Now, the kit really doesn't matter because the kit is full of goodies for them and a kit that they get to choose. They don't need that kit to participate in the retreat because the retreat has lots of classes that you can watch and join in if you have the product, and it's all mixed media products being used. There is a scrapbooking page being done in using mixed media, which is gorgeous. So there are lots of things going on that you don't really need your actual kit, and I'm sure it's designed for people to scrap using your own stash as well.
Yeah. Oh,
but
excellent.
coming on board, having lots of fun with us.
Yep.
It's a private Facebook group, very inclusive. We have Zoom drinks at 5.
Oh,
So-
excellent. And so if people want to find out more, where's the best place to get in touch with you?
It's all on the website, so you can jump on the website and have a look. It's all up there.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think it's under the retreat button.
Oh, okay. We'll definitely make sure we put a link to that with this video. Excellent. And are you taking bookings now for your November retreat, or when does that open?
Well, they'll open up once we get past this weekend. I'm sort of, we'll get past the next retreat, which is the week after, and then I will put an event up on Facebook, and we'll start advertising our next one.
Okay.
We'll just we might have some idea of what's going on with the restrictions. And I mean, and as we all know, it's a day by day, so who knows? I could plan to have a face-to-face retreat, part virtual, and it'll all of a sudden go virtual completely. Who knows? So, but they work. We have a lot of fun. Stay tuned to find out and see pictures of all our things coming up that happened at this following retreat.
And of course, the benefit of having a retreat at home is that you've got your whole stash and craft room available. It's not like you've got to try and pack it up and take it all in the car somewhere. You just run out and grab something.
That's right. You just have to be able to lock yourself away. I know. It is fun to be at home and have all your stash. I mean, I think real retreats are the best way to go when you want to get away, for sure. But in times like these, a virtual retreat can be just as fun.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, Jen, thank you so much for coming and talking about hillbilly scrapping and showing us your gorgeous scrapbooking kits.
Oh, thanks for having me, Michelle, and thank you for everything you're doing for the craft world.
Oh, you're more than welcome. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Excellent. So as Jen said, the best place to get all that information is over on the Hillbilly Scrapping website. The retreat button will have all the information about the retreat, both the one coming up soon and the one in November. And of course, click on their products and their craft kits. And like Jen said, use that discount code. If you don't remember it, watch the replay, go back and find it and do that for the next 24 hours. And like I said at the start, it really does help if we continue to support our local and small retailers, because we are all struggling at these challenging times. So if you're ready to watch this replay, head it back to Facebook, or of course head over to our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au, where you can see Jen, as well as all the other demonstrations and interviews we've had over the last 3 or 4 months now. We've got such a collection. I think we've got over 30 videos, so you will definitely find something there to inspire you. And like we said, while you're there, make sure you're on our email list so we can send you out summaries. And of course in Facebook, like us, share us, leave us a comment. Any questions for myself and Jen, pop them in the comments and we'll definitely be checking them. And make sure you share us with our crafty friends and continue to spread the love, because we really do need that connection through crafting at the moment. So this is Michelle signing off. We hope you have a crafty day.